don't know why I don't get chocolate.
Or soy.
Well, that's a little packet of sauce. Also, I
This guy over here. I tripped on him.
Oh, shit.
Whoa. Can you fall through?
When you fall through, try.
Or is there wood under?
No, there's what that's
What's up? How's everyone doing? Sorry I'm
When
late.
you fall through.
Busy day.
You're like, I'm so surprised.
Busy day.
The floor is held up by these thin ass planks.
Oh, God.
We're missing it all right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
You and
If that was
Michael working out up here.
If we would have fallen.
That would have been
This whole place is chaotic.
The most exciting group in the world is sitting out here chatting.
I got it.
Where is it from? Probably Target. But they're on page. I like to be careful. Yeah. You get some DSP? Got a piece of that.
What's up?
Is that like a known brand?
No, it's giving Target.
Okay.
Might not be Target.
It's giving.
J Daily City M. How you doing?
All the underwear, as they call them.
What's up, everyone?
Is anything on the wall?
How's everyone's day?
No, nothing.
First time here. Hi, Mia.
Oh, thank you.
Out of here.
Have it all.
Second time here for me.
I really hope I'm remembering right, Alyssa. I'm nearly certain. What did you say? I hope I'm remembering right. Oh. It's okay if it is. I'll just toss it in the dryer. There's one open. I'm pretty sure it's the wash.
No problem.
Okay. I shall scoop.
Thanks for your support. Holly. Good to see you. Great, thank you. How are you? I'm doing good. Nice to meet you. My name's Mark.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, spicy.
What's up, Janet? Hey, Natasha.
How's the boba? What'd you say?
Fantastic.
Out of all the things I've had in this house, this is top 3.
They're having a nice,
Next to the acai bowl.
boring conversation, just like yesterday. Nice to meet you too, the John JC.
The dip syrup.
But boba, honestly, seems probably cool.
I think it's because I missed going out to get boba tea so much that is such a special thing.
Oh, yeah.
Mandatory HOH basket, boba tea,
Whatever.
brown sugar oatmeal.
Yeah,
You rooting
whoever
for
was
King
in
Monty?
next
Ah.
Black
I
pepper
was.
salad, boba, brown sugar.
Monty's been getting on my nerves.
Yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
And you want me to do good.
No matter what happens, actually Brady is fucking good.
Right.
Who's missing? Alyssa. I wonder where Alyssa is. In the morning, the four of them, minus Brittany, were in the bed.
Remember that episode at the office? When Janet
I see that I've been given the power. Yes, Janet
puts on
is
the
my first mod.
CD or something?
The 100 by 100.
Took me by the hand.
Does everyone know about this sleepover? Why did they? Okay. Yeah, I don't. Who knows about that? Because people were telling me about it, but I didn't see whose idea it was for them to all go in the bed together. I didn't see whose idea that was for them to be in the bed together. What's been going on in the house? I mean, I feel like not much from what I've seen.
What's Michael popped up? TV.
Oh, another light. Oh,
Oh,
they got the light out.
Alyssa? Color the clouds?
Chat.
What's that?
Yeah, let's light.
Yeah, I don't know. Hi, Sarah.
Yeah, I got someone.
That was great. Oh, yeah, I didn't start thinking about it.
Is that a cloud? Looks like a music.
I wasn't happy. So, are you talking about how Monty behaved when he was talking to Brittany? Is that what you're talking about? What do you guys think about that Monty and Brittany discussion where he laid into
You know,
her?
you have just a series of the bobas that come through the store.
Yeah, that's the fun part.
It's overwhelming.
Because I personally feel like Monty was looking for reasons to just get at Brittany.
Yeah.
Who's on the block today in place of Brittany? Taylor. Didn't Taylor get put up?
Wow.
I agree, Sarah. Hi, Miss Geechee. Don't know, but here's. I heard that
Tree company not cutting it.
Turner was trying to convince Monty that Alyssa should stay, and was making the argument that Taylor is a stronger competitor. And I'm not surprised. I mean, we all know that Turner does not want to vote Alyssa out.
No such thing.
I think so
Yeah,
too.
well,
And
well,
Brittany was out here apologizing so heavy. And he was making such a big deal. Hold on. He was making such a big deal of the fact that she wasn't telling him about the final 2 deal that she supposedly made with Turner. Even if she did make final 2 deals with all of them, it's not like it's the craziest thing in the world that she has multiple final 2 deals. Like, he's pretty much doing the same thing. He loves to spin things, and I think he took it too far. Yeah, I think so too. Monty is master spin. Master of spin. He's not being honest. Yeah, he's making deals with everyone too. And making it like Brittany is so bad for doing the same thing. The difference is Brittany is not as good at masking her deals as he is. He's a little better at that.
269.
In just a few hours, there's 15 days left.
Monty has been on a power trip, and what was with him eating sushi in the bathtub? Oh, I didn't see that. Yes, please. Thanks, Natasha. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Boost me up in the algorithms.
Definitely very interesting for some.
I think Armani is pretty good.
And isn't this the point? Exactly. That's the point of the game. Brittany's playing the game. I mean, I don't think she plays the game that well, but she's playing the game. They're acting like she's just a very deceitful human being in general.
We're in that conversation.
That's so dumb.
Where we at?
Text here because-
Thanks for the likes. I see there's 8 likes now. 10 people in here, 8 likes. Yesterday we got up to like 50 something, so maybe we'll get there today or past that.
Why is a bold fella.
Yes, Shy. Monty acts like everybody owes him an explanation. It's like he's mad if everyone doesn't tell him every detail about their game. Are you going around? He's always like, I'm being real transparent here. But we literally watch him go from room to room, tell Turner one thing and tell Taylor another thing back to back. And they're 2 opposite things that he's saying. So he's not exposing his game. It's just the fact that he's HOH right now. That he's like, I can ask all these questions and they have to answer everything that I ask them. Come on. I see right through that.
So yes.
Okay, Natasha, see you later when you get back. Monty forgets he can't play for HOH next week and may not win veto. Exactly. And the funny thing is, he keeps talking about how the girls would vote him out. But
I think we should give it.
it's like he feels like he can't beat them in a veto.
Handle of vodka.
You gotta see videos of our family.
Yeah. Oh, man. That'll be ugly.
Monty is scared of having to actually play the game.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. Oh, you can hear me eating, right? Yeah, I was already late, so I was like, I want to make sure to get on here as fast as I can. I'm eating some rotisserie chicken, but I just finished it. The bowl is done. What was I eating was the question.
Is there anyone other than Michael you guys think they would ask to come back?
He said, is there anyone other than Michael that
Um,
they think they would ask to come back?
That's not us. That's all of us. Cool.
Okay. Maybe Amira.
Amira, I could see Amira being on an All Stars.
Yeah.
Joseph, yeah. I didn't know this was gonna happen until I was notified. You didn't know the live was gonna happen?
Yeah, I thought about that too.
No problem, Shy.
Who's that?
Joseph,
Yeah. Yeah, 15. That's all for me.
What's up for anyone who hasn't been here before? My name is Mark. I just started this page. Well, I didn't just start this page, but I just started doing these Big Brother updates a couple of weeks ago, and yeah, it's been really fun.
Unless Michael goes in his DR session, so he rips us all.
I know, right?
Lyrics, everyone. Oh, God, thank God he's out of here. And we're like, yeah. I feel like it's probably the same. I'm very like strategic.
Just Joseph, Michael, and Amira. Yeah, I bet Daniel would want to get invited back, but I don't think.
Joseph will probably get the
I don't like he tried too hard.
CBS full gauntlet.
Oh.
Marco and my BB
Derek.
crazies.
Yeah.
What's up, Herm Dog?
Challenge. Not Survivor. Probably Survivor. Yeah. Maybe not after there. Like actually no. All this might-
After how Daniel treated Taylor, he's not being asked back. Yeah, probably not.
I can see you getting a
Hi, Shy.
Amazing Race. They don't know Amazing Race.
They're talking about Amazing Race. They're waving to this plane.
Yeah, that's a news station. Right? What's your channel?
They could be recording.
And there we see 0.05.
I hope we all get asked back for things.
What percentage of this show, or what percentage of his time in the house, do you think that Monty has had a shirt on?
I think we all probably.
I'd say about
If I was
25%.
Okay,
30, about 30%, Sarah. Yeah, I was surprised that they actually didn't cut out as soon as they started waving at the plane and started talking about Channel 7 News and all that stuff. Ollie, glad you made it. He only has his shirt. Exactly. He only has his shirt on for eviction night and competition. Exactly. Any other time, it's off. I don't mind this shirt. I'm sure you don't, Mia. I'm sure you don't. Monty thinks Britt is a liar, but doesn't blink an eye at Turner's omission of facts. I don't like that. I'm not even a big Britney fan. I'm not a fan of Britney at all, as a matter of fact. But the way they're painting her, like she's some crazy liar compared to the rest of them. I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that. If you guys saw the episode yesterday, if you guys saw Sunday's episode, they all said, "Oh, we got the four of us, and Brittany is the odd person out. What do we say to Brittany? It's so awkward to talk to Brittany." They all had it in their minds that Brittany was gonna be the one that was going out. So Brittany had a different set of circumstances than all the other house guests, and it led her to be really stressed. And when you're stressed, you say stupid things sometimes and make bad decisions, but it's not as crazy as they're trying to make it sound. Especially Monty. Yeah, Brittany is low-hanging fruit. I'm not sure how Brittany's been today, Holly, because I haven't really seen much of the lives.
That would be fire.
I hope she stays loyal to Taylor. Yeah, me too.
Big Brother versus Love Island. Yeah, that's just terrifying.
People only treat Brittany the way they do because she's not skinny and pursues as cutesy as Alyssa. I mean, you might have a point there, Sarah. If she had a certain look,
Yeah.
because nobody's going in on Alyssa like that.
Because I think Big Brother people will probably have the mental endurance as an upper hand, but Survivor people will probably have like the physical upper hand.
Amazing race.
Maybe amazing racing.
I have like adaptation skills.
She has nothing to lose. She needs to just go for it. Who's that? Brittany? You're talking about Brittany?
There.
Alyssa is a horrible human being based on how she treated Kyle.
I don't think I can forget that.
I said this yesterday. I know it's not a popular opinion, but I definitely think that Alyssa just used Kyle to further her game and then discarded him when she realized that he could not bring her any further due to the situation. I don't think she would have broken up with him on the show
What's going on?
if not for Michael and Brittany pulling race in there.
What's going on with those trees over there? I tell you.
Brittany has 4 vetoes, Holly.
Definite.
And I only know that because I put up a community post earlier when I looked up all the stats.
Like,
What are they? Checkpoint stuff?
yeah,
Yeah.
doing the activity.
Oh,
they like eat something or like do something.
Yeah, they can do stuff.
So for the stats, Turner has 3 HOH.
I keep forgetting. That's
Monty,
what
what does he have? 2 HOH, I think, and a power veto.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Taylor has 1 HOH. Brittany has 4 power vetoes and no HOHs, and obviously Alyssa has nothing.
Wait, there's a walk over here?
What?
Brittany having 4 power vetoes, even though she got 2 of them with Michael, it puts her right up there. To be honest, if she were to make it to a final 2, she'd have a much stronger argument than Alyssa, contrary to what everyone is saying.
Thoughts? That's all started.
That is dope.
Thank you for getting
Because it's not like
started.
the guys are so far ahead of the field now that Michael's out. Michael won so much that when he got out, like anyone had a chance at winning.
Yeah, gotta watch.
Having coffee.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
People are acting like Taylor's out of it. If Taylor won 1 HOH next week, she's right up there with Monty.
Hey guys!
I mean, that can be our
And then she has social arguments.
No way, I just challenge.
That challenge is pretty early, right? When it's filmed?
They're talking about the challenge. Any of y'all watch the challenge?
After Big Brother ended.
No.
And if so, which one of these people do you think would be a good candidate for the challenge?
Acclimated to the real world. And then they're like, okay, let's go. Take a month off again. Okay. Yeah, Tiffany, X, Alyssa.
I agree.
yeah.
Who would Taylor put up if she won HOH? Holly, I feel like because of how this week went down, I feel like she would put up Monty and Turner if Turner was still there.
Well, okay.
Out.
which he will be.
Listen, maybe he said no. He probably said no.
That would be the smartest move because they are working together. So she would spin that same game that he was saying. She would be like, I'm gonna vote you down if it comes to that. Monty and Turner would be the smart money move for her to make if she was HOH for sure. Split them up.
That's crazy. I just know the challenge is so
I agree,
long.
Shy.
Every fucking day. I don't think.
I'm sure it'll go by fast if that's
Oh
the
yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
they're always going, yeah, it's only a month.
It seems so fun.
Turner would do good on. I think he'd do pretty good on a challenge.
I assume he doesn't leave race, yeah.
I agree with that. Oh, I was saying I agree, Shy.
Is it short?
She needs to stop begging Monty to be on her team. Like actions speak louder than words. Monty is Team Turner.
Oh, wow.
Would have been done.
Yeah. Are we been done?
Oh,
I remember always thinking, I've never seen it, but I just read about it, and I was like, oh, that's shorter, easy. This would feel.
Oh hell no, Brittany! Don't even think about the challenge. You would be out first week.
Yeah.
That's the reward.
Yeah.
I would love to see both of them on the challenge.
That was huge. And they could bring someone every week to their wedding. Why did they go to their house? Like, what if that's not what you want?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like worth $100,000.
Like you get a lot, no, for real, it's very
But
fresh.
come on.
Where we at? Any good game talk today? Not that I know of, him, dog. It's been pretty stagnant and stale. Didn't Tay and Monty name their Oh, they did. They don't. I don't feel they really have a final two.
Must have a house.
That's funny, but I still wouldn't trust Monty if I were her. But I don't really think she does, to be honest. Britt and Turner talked earlier and both kept mentioning keeping Taylor. I was hearing that Turner was trying to campaign to Monty to get rid of Taylor. I don't trust anything that comes out of Turner's mouth.
Oh yeah, that's her side. The block with the chips and the block.
Paloma on the challenge.
Both side and on the inside?
Paloma and Daniel are two people I'd be cool with never seeing on TV again.
I like getting.
So great.
Yeah, Shy. What did Drum Doc say?
I get extra rice.
Someone tried.
Oh, about Paloma?
If it's too much right, then I'll put it up other things.
Yeah. And the other thing was the lettuce and cheese and sour cream and block. Get that cheese corn.
There's decent sound like awesome too.
Paloma would be perfect for the old challenge, where all those mean girls kind of teamed up together.
The corn.
Yeah, that part also.
I do get
That's hot.
Listen.
Salsa is so hot.
I watched for 2 minutes this morning. Taylor was upset with Monty. Then him and Turner came outside. What did she say? What did she say to Monty? Because I was so tired from being on this live for 3 hours last night. Paloma is a Veronica. Yes.
I know TikTok.
Another good comparison, Holly. I like the messy people. Yes. Come on. Give me some of those messy people. We need some drama. We need some fights in the house. Like we need things going on. This is so boring.
What is that? It's just doesn't look like that. No, we
No,
don't.
you guys didn't see yesterday.
Yeah, with Veronica. Who else was part of that group? Robin.
Neon orange, the trees were
Um,
outlined, bustling in the wind. It was insane.
Shoot. Coro. Remember Coro? People are too PC nowadays. Yeah, it's ruining our shows because they're all thinking about how they're gonna look. I was saying this. I was on Cody's live the other day, and I was saying that to him. I'm like, I don't like the fact that they're in the house. Like, what are the optics of this gonna be? What are the optics gonna look like? I don't want to get canceled for this. I understand why they're saying that, but now it's like a much less authentic experience. Crazy Coral. I was rewatching an old challenge season and I forgot that Coral and Abram actually got together at one point, and I'm like, that's wild.
Yeah, it was only fun.
Abram was so interesting, but I wouldn't want him anywhere near me. I'm missing these comments. Jemmy, oh yeah. Oh, I can't stand Jemmy. Rachel,
Exactly.
remember the Lavender Ladies?
I was laughing because when I did go back to watch 3 and All Stars 1, that's when they introduced Bob. Or they
Me
introduced
too.
Bob, they
I
were
could.
like,
Abe was part of the reason why I really got into the show in the first place.
yeah.
He was
Never
insane,
watched any
Mia.
other in my life.
Perfect match for Cara Maria. I like Cara Maria.
You're being dramatic.
I wish she would pick a better guy, or I wish she picked better guys in general.
Slice. French toastified.
Yeah, me too. Let me see if somebody else is doing something else. No, I guess that's it. They're too laid back. Yeah, this is what I'm saying.
I'll try.
I'm here for the chat right now. I'm here for y'all.
French toast.
I'm
You know
only
what
here
it
for
does,
the
yeah.
chat.
To make a French toast, you dip it in
I would
egg
not be
sauce,
watching this if not for you guys.
things that make it delicious, and then you fry it. And then you plate it.
What seasons is seasons of what? Big Brother?
It's like stuffed French toast.
Yeah. Maybe
Like
a
when you
point.
put peanut butter on.
I started on season 16. I went to season 1 after that. I saw season 3.
I like it.
I saw season 19. I watched the Cookout season. That was my first season watching the show live. I watched the All Star season that Cody won. I think there was 1 or 2 other ones, but I am about maybe 8 seasons into Big Brother, something like that.
What happened by day 15? Or 1 to 15? Was I even able to by day 15? I don't think so. Oh, actually, yes, I was.
29 was.
Oh, yeah. So I would have been day 16. Wow. They just have.
I need to watch the old ones too, moving along. I'm like, when this live season is over, I'm trying to go back and maybe start posting some of the old stuff. Dan Giesling. Dan Giesling is the man. I watched that season and I was like, this guy is so masterful because he did not have anyone on his side and he was on the block, I think, first week. And
There are people just chilling.
I don't know, like, it was just, he's one of a kind.
In that moment is how uncertain now feels in this moment, but will very soon be certain.
Yeah.
Completely weird.
I started season 1 and stopped 16.
Doesn't feel that way at the moment.
No, they're not.
No.
I recommend season 2. I didn't see season 2.
But it's comforting to know that this moment right now will one day feel just.
The old ones were a whole different feel than the new
I'm
ones.
sure a few months from now, I'll be like, oh, that was so fun. And it was so fun.
It's like a different show
I'm
now.
like, okay, time to go.
Yeah. Hang it up. Flat screen.
Dr. Will.
Yeah, I wonder if it will seem more fun and less stressful with time, or if it'll be like, oh my god, how did I do that? And you'll just really play it the other way.
Yeah.
So I think about wedding planning. I think I
No
built it up
problem,
more
Shai.
in my head than it actually was.
Oh, wow.
Like it goes the next my wedding. It's
I
like
could have seen
better.
myself
Yeah,
totally
I'm
losing
probably like,
interest
oh my God, how did I
in
do
watching
that?
this
I
season
got
if
my
not
hair all,
for finding this community.
How the fuck did I do
I have
that?
seen every season, not including Celebrity.
Yeah.
Yeah. It also probably depends on when
Dr.
I
Will.
watched all that.
Where are we? Dr. Will was handsome, charming, but conniving and had a great social game.
I think I'm the one who died out
I can imagine how good the
Yeah.
old
But
ones
again,
are. It's so yes, it's so like it's so different. All the shows,
Granted, I didn't mean
The
to
Real
follow
World.
you know,
What
Yeah, that's a different
what reality shows did you guys watch back in the day?
I was just happy the cookout made it. I was like, great, done. But I don't know why I didn't immediately follow all of them. But
Why didn't you want to know how it happened?
I didn't want to see them turn on each other. I was like, I like that you all set aside all your arguments. And
You know a funny show that I watched back in the day? Flavor of Love. I was just watching YouTube highlights of it. I'm like, this is such a funny but ridiculous show.
One person wins, two people have to be up, like whatever.
Yeah, the scripted diary room sessions. I'm getting tired of that.
Yeah, they had to have more. So I wonder, like.
They try too hard to make TV now. Flavor Flav is in the building.
They're all like giggly and happy and long dog finale. It wasn't like some seasons where they're like angry at finale. I mean,
New York was the only person I feel that genuinely loved that man like that. I really believe her that she loved him wholeheartedly.
I feel like people go back. And
How old are you moving along?
People is go to jury house all mad and give an
Younger than me?
pessimistic side of what happened, and then the next person can go back and
New York was a
give the
whole
side of what
vibe.
they
I
felt
miss
like
her.
the pessimistic side of how they got evicted. And I think for most people who have entered the jury house, they have not been pleased with how.
Oh my god, I remember when Pumpkin spit on her face. I was like, this is crazy.
That's the only one that went out.
I had someone spit in my face once in my life, and getting someone spitting in your face is worse than a punch. I'd rather somebody punch me in the face than spit in my face.
Yeah, that was the exact opposite.
And I didn't think Michael would go out the way he did. I thought Michael would go out like, damn, you guys got me. Yeah. That was shocking.
I agree, Holly. I can't stand her.
Indy was fine. Kind of was like, all of you guys suck. I'm voting for Michael to win. But yes.
I do wonder if Michael will know if she's mad, or she's sad.
What are she gonna be? She's gonna be.
I really wish Alyssa was not even in this house right now.
Part of that.
Same, but I actually punched back. You mean when somebody spit on you? Vex?
I don't think she'll know that. I feel so much.
Oh no, I definitely.
Turned on no lion.
That definitely turned into a whole fight. I did not turn the other cheek. There was none of that. You get spit in your face and you see red. That's why I totally understood when New York was like, "Are you crazy?" and grabbed her hair and was trying to throw her to the ground and all that stuff. I'm like, I would have done that and more. Yeah, boy. Michael's exit was so good, almost as good as Big Brother 19 when Cody walked across the table and left.
And Michael got really mad at each other.
Yeah, they did.
Who got mad at Michael?
I don't think they both.
Why didn't they just both do it? Because of the opportunity to have a tie.
I even watched that show with Flavor Flav and Bridget Nielsen.
Because we didn't know how.
I forgot what it was called.
And it wasn't fair. A lot of people were burning a lot of bridges.
And Jason's exit.
Can't all there for me,
A lot of people have burned a lot of bridges, not even everyone. Some people have burned.
Yeah.
Did y'all used to watch The Real World? I used to love The Real World. I really got into The Real World on Real World Las Vegas. It was so toxic, and I'm watching this as a teenager, like, I can't look away.
The circumstances under which everyone's game was exposed are not funny. But it will
I'm
never
YouTube
not be
famous.
funny.
Oh, really?
Just over and over again.
Where are you
it's
from,
like-
Bex?
Like everyone's game is just like, ow, 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 ow. Like, that's pretty simple.
Nanny, no, I wasn't talking about that one. That was the Back to Vegas one. I was talking about original Vegas with Alton and Airlon, Arissa, Trishelle, all those people. Florida. I don't know which part of Florida that is. Near Orlando. Oh, okay. Have I been to Orlando? No, I've been to Tampa Bay, Palm Beach, and Miami.
Was there any type of comp coming in that you guys thought you'd be good at?
Trishelle was a vibe too.
Or comp in particular?
That was back in the days where people didn't care about looking a certain way.
Things like OTAB, where you like have to remember things that happen.
She was like, I just came here to party and hook up.
That I'd be good at. Things like that.
Alton and Airline's relationship was so toxic though, but I couldn't look away.
The break for that one. And then I thought I'd be really good at the.
I feel like Alton was a better person on the challenge than he was on the Real World.
So.
Real World Chicago with Anissa. Classic. You know what I've been loving? If you guys have been watching the Real World Homecoming. I love the Real World Homecoming.
And I do not have.
So interesting.
So I didn't think I'd be good at that, and I definitely did not think I would be good at the wall at all.
Especially now in my
So that was
30s,
like
it's like
I
a
think that's
whole
also
different
one
thing.
I was like, one, holy shit, my experience here has been hell, and now I finally figured out safety into.
Okay, take care,
I'll be good at
Bex.
this one.
Really? I would have been good at it.
I'm definitely not gonna be here as late as I was yesterday because I was tired at work today. Who's coming to the diary room?
One that comes, so I was like, what? Alright, later, you know, we're finally getting some color there.
Oh.
I love the challenge also.
You guys, do you think you can-
Oh, you're a challenge fan, Shy? Awesome. I was telling everyone yesterday that I've now attended 3 Challenge Mania events and I met a lot of the challengers.
I know that wasn't
Really cool in person. Really cool.
Yeah, I think I have really good, like,
I'm just thinking like me and Terrence.
reaction time.
Who I got out first. Well, wasn't yours a false one? No, mine was a.
Yeah, the challenge USA moving along.
I guess
I like the Real World also. Yeah, we're missing something like that. I used to be hardcore into the Real World and the Jersey Shore. I was so into the original Jersey Shore. T-shirt time!
Oh, Jasmine.
Gym tanning laundry.
I feel like Jasmine could keep the real tab. I'm so. She did not. There's no way she would have won that. You know what you would have won. I was like, you can't be up second and be. And I was going, why?
If they pair up, whoever gets Enzo will be screwed. Yeah. Enzo is not ideal for that.
I don't know why she did, but I just remember.
Enzo is not even really interesting on the challenge. She was way more interesting on Big Brother.
One that you made.
Michael threw. You guys were saying spirit.
Oh, it's fine.
I want Angela to win for the girls.
Why do you do that? And it was 3 left.
I want Tyson to win for the guys. I like Tyson. Jerry Springer, I'll be watching it too. Alyssa annoys me on. Yeah, Alyssa annoyed me on this show, and she annoys me on that show.
I never played sports growing up. Wasn't really banking on the endurance comps.
The only comp that I really wanted to play and thought I'd be decent at.
I used to watch Jerry Springer. When Jerry Springer was in his prime, I was not allowed to be anywhere near that. Real world. Oh, you live at Jersey Shore? Interesting. You never watched one episode. Wow. Yeah, I didn't even watch Survivor, but I just like Tyson on the challenge. I'm interested to watch that season they showed the clip of where who was it who voted him out? Sarah and Ben. Yeah. I'm interested to see that season. Yeah, me too. I like Angela and Tyson's relationship. 2 powerhouses basically that are joining forces. I watched all the seasons of the Jersey Shore too. I started to watch these new ones and I think I might have seen 1 or 2 seasons of it and I'm like, I can't anymore. It's too fake and forced. Ben is great too. I love Ben on Survivor. I haven't seen Survivor, so.
Brittany, I'm stressed. As you probably can imagine.
Okay, are we gonna get into a conversation here? Like a real one?
Water bottle?
Nah.
No, it's over there on that chair.
It's
Gotcha.
Turner seems to always
I was
walk
looking at it earlier and I was like, that's
into
very
these
normal.
conversations at the most inopportune times. Like people are just about to get into something,
I know.
It's like,
and then Turner's walking
There
by.
was a time, now I think I'm pretty good.
Does he do that on
There was a
purpose?
time where it was like, they will find me.
Yeah.
I'm not even looking for it anymore.
It will appear when it appears.
Russell is my fave.
I've been better with this one than I was with my purple one. My purple one, or that. Still. But yeah.
I will be right back. 2 minutes.
Next HOH is like that person saying, the veto person saying damage to people just want, like it's not like I'm struggling to get somebody out of this team. But it's hard for me because I love Taylor. I have nothing bad to say about her. And everybody is closer to her. She's got a connection with you. She's got a connection with Marjorie. I think her, but even with her and Turner aren't particular stuff. But that part gets a little more difficult into how, and I don't want to be like, keep me because I'll think I suck. Like I want to be like, keep me because you think like, oh, we're even in this game. And that's something that is adding value to you.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope we can have conversations week if you're open.
Oh, of course.
Back in action.
I'm really struggling because I just.
Let's check this live chat.
It's like that. I'm just trying to.
Survivor can be cutthroat. They're hungry on this show. I'd rather watch the challenge over Survivor.
Yeah.
T-shirt time.
Of course. Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, it's
Polly and Vinny
hard.
and Snooki. Man, early days Snooki was great TV.
As I talk about them, even as I listen, I just said,
GTL. I was so into that.
like we've been playing.
I mean, I wasn't into GTL really, but I was just into watching the show. It was so funny to me. I'm like, these guys are so stupid. Oh, I'm missing something. Let me turn this volume up real quick.
I don't want to say move at this point, but are just that's a very long term strategy thinking as opposed to.
Sure, I mean, you're a fan of the show, which I appreciate, which I was like, okay, if I'm going to be on the block, you're a great person to talk to because you know the game, you've seen it,
Yeah.
and you understand how things go towards the end of the game.
Yeah.
And I think the best thing that I can say is like, you.
The two house plants are talking.
I think we're pretty even in the game as of
Yeah.
right now. I mean,
What?
you probably wins and I don't have.
Alyssa just said she thinks she's even with Brittany in the game. I would pimp slap her if I was Brittany. How are we even? What have you done?
Michael.
Yeah. And that's how I mean, Michael, and part of his speech was like, Kyle's been dragging you along. They're just going to dump you off. And I was like, that's what you think of me. That is what probably everybody else in the jury house thinks of me. But I do think that I have some value. And I think that you and I have the most even game that I can think of.
The most even game. I don't
And then I think
know.
going into next week,
I would be so insulted by hearing that.
you would have to win HOH to have that on your resume. Like, I would have to, if I was able to say win an HOH. to
Brittany
have
has
that
4 vetoes if you didn't realize,
And then it's
Alyssa.
like you did that, and then the veto is just to get people safe in here. But I think if you wanted to win HOH on your resume, you're more likely to beat me in a jury competition. So that's something. Well, it's not.
Is it physical?
You know,
Is it mental?
yeah.
I don't know. I'm not saying either of us, but I think if we. Like, I'm terrified. What if it is the hang on spin one?
Yeah.
It's like the law. You.
What is she saying right
What
now?
if it's like get lit? You
Mia,
third,
like
right?
what is she saying? She says we're even. We've done the same
Like,
amount in the
you know,
house.
It could be that. And
What-
it's not-
what?
There's so many people that we have to compete against. You know.
I know that
And then
Brittany,
he just goes hand in hand with
Alyssa
that.
Brain
It's like, okay,
left with Paloma.
I get to the end of this. I can't give a speech for my damn life without crying about anything.
Oh, we know about your tears, Alyssa.
And I mean that with peace of love because I love her very much.
Yeah.
But I'm like, that end of the summer final 2 speech will be the best thing any of us have ever heard in our entire life.
You're not gonna have to worry about a final 2 speech
And
unless somebody
that's
drags you
like
there.
The only thing I can feel like to make my case is to like, okay, maybe Alyssa would be a value for me to keep longer. Like maybe you could see yourself like not necessarily beating me, but being as like compare like and value to me and like think of something like that. And I'll like
Now
something
Alyssa is
about
talking
what
game,
makes
and it's to
what makes
Brittany.
sense and-
Here's a question, and I'll just present the hesitancy. Just as you think about what
say hypothetically, I were to keep you over Taylor, say the rest of the house, which is Auntie and Turner, say they're not good with that. I could see a scenario where they would come after me next week because I did not follow their plan. I'm not saying that this is the case, but just like, you know, that there's like, okay, there could be repercussions. That would be just something that I'd have to think about.
I forgot who said this. It might have been you, Holly, but somebody said that Brittany has no self-awareness. So she doesn't realize that she's at the bottom of the barrel regardless of what she does this week.
Because it could be 2-0, it could be 1-1, if Monty comes in. It could be multiple scenarios. So I want to have conversations. I want to make my case. In no way would I ever put Taylor down in any circumstance. I want you to know that because it's just not my character or at all. But just like, hey, if I could have that feeling, if they see that somehow and you guys have that conversation, and then that puts us in next week where it's just me, you, and her competing for HOH and like gives people better odds to win something there. But it's like I would have to win that to have any kind
Where's
of
Turner going? HOH room?
What I would have had to win something to have something to say. Like, okay, great, I've had a great social media, made good connections, it's gotten me this far.
Oh, is Alyssa trying to play the whole Taylor's a stronger
Add these things.
shot at winning the game than me type thing?
A second chance, like, if you were the reason that it's
Oh, yeah, what Anyone else?
Okay, which conversation do you want to see?
I just figured
Do you want to continue to watch the Alyssa conversation with Brittany, or do you want to see Turner and Monty? Let me know. That's funny, Mia. Let me know which conversation y'all want to see, though. Monty and Turner, or Alyssa and Brittany?
about it, but the interesting things I pulled from the conversation were her saying, like, I don't know. I feel like
Brittany. You want to see Brittany, Alyssa, and Brittany? All right.
she's just like,
That would not be my choice, but I'm going to give the people what they want. Alyssa and Brittany. Who said that? I live in New York, Janet. New York City. What makes y'all want to see the Alyssa Brittany conversation? I feel like you're just asking for that because you're like, I haven't seen Alyssa talk any game, so I'm interested in what she's gonna say. No, it's fine, Mia. It's fine. Because I know that I can turn this, I can switch it.
Taylor's one powerful badass woman, but I'm like, that's also it, but
Yeah.
I can switch it over and
It's hard to figure out.
Monty and Turner will still be in the same place saying the same things that they're saying right now. They talk in
I mean, this is
circles.
both a positive sense and a negative sense. It's just as you're weighing options. It's like, okay, so maybe you have been working with people, maybe you have this. If you
I'm
work-
worried for Taylor too, Holly.
Are you costing yourself?
You could see it in those crazy
You
eyes.
have to get there. I don't know. It's just something to kind of weigh.
which I can understand 100%.
Yeah.
Because you have like
Yeah, I feel Brittany can go
people in
anywhere.
jury, and I'm thinking like, okay, I have people that were my friends in this house, but do people respect my game? Is how it's going to come down to. And
Nobody
Michael said
respects
to
your
me,
game.
Like, you've been dragged along, like you need me was his pitch, and I'm like, that makes me feel sad that that's what you think is what I need to hear. Like, oh,
I know
we need
you
to
didn't
sing
like
this
that
game.
Michael said
Is
that to you,
what
but
he's
he
gonna go
wasn't
back on jury
lying.
and say to people that I don't stand there, or can I go and be like, yeah, I worked so hard to get here? There's many ways that I don't know how I'm being portrayed, but like, I have good friends in jury, I would say.
No, I think you clearly have the best jury management of anyone left in this house. For sure.
But that's respectable gameplay.
Jury
Not
management.
how many people will vote that
Having
way.
friends is not the same as jury
Yeah, I can
management.
remember, like, we've seen seasons where, you know, that's the reason why Paul lost twice. you
Yeah.
know?
That's true, but he fucked people over. Like, that's different than like
I
voting.
think there could be some people that Can lay claim to that.
Alyssa loves to victimize herself for sure.
True. Yeah, so then it's like we don't know what's being said there.
Did I
but
miss a
there's
comment
lot
here?
to think about and weigh your options for sure. And like I hope you get a chance to talk to Turner.
Blue. Oh, the blue. I totally missed that.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy because I know.
Yeah, Janet is my first mod for my page.
But yeah, if you have any questions or you think of anything, and I know that it gets really freaking hard.
Shout out to Janet.
And I understand more than anybody that it is not going to be easy, but I hope
Alyssa
that
doesn't
over the
know what
next
she's
couple
doing
days I can
from
sit
dog.
on and think and be like, hey, I
She's
got
hoping
this,
somebody's
this,
gonna
this,
point her in the
okay, well,
direction
let
of
me
some
weigh this,
game.
Hear everything out and make the best decision for yourself. And
Yeah.
I respect that no matter what it is.
Yeah.
Because it has been one hell of a summer, and I obviously don't want it to stop here, especially so close to seeing videos of her family and just being in those last couple weeks is amazing. But at the same time, I'm like, my God, like we have to see.
If
what
Taylor
happens.
goes
So
on
I'm
done,
not
I will not
being
watch
cynical, but I
Alyssa
can think
sleep
of some
away
things to make a good
once Brittany
argument
leaves.
to
Yeah.
consider.
No, absolutely, and I just want to be.
She's gonna be
completely
in a
honest with you,
Turner
like,
and
I
Monty
am
sandwich.
still, like, there's so much to think about. Like, there's so much to think through. It's not hands down, and I feel like things.
I gave y'all what y'all want. This, but I'm leaving this part on for like
Like,
5 more minutes, and then I'm switching to the other
You
conversation.
didn't know before, and all of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh, maybe I did.
I can
remember
barely
this,
stomach
this
listening to
situation,
them
like,
talk.
there's just, you know. Yeah.
Switch
I
it.
understand,
I'm switching
and
it.
I know every
There's nothing of value or interest that either of them are saying. Thank you. I appreciate you guys letting
12
me
hours
switch
after
that.
the conversation, so you could say like in exchange for that, like he told you that she was coming after you. You know what I mean? Because you did talk to Michael like super quick right after that conversation.
Yeah.
So
You're
I think
welcome.
that's completely in the realm of possibility.
Oh, definitely. I mean, the timeline adds up there,
Yeah.
and there's no asking Michael right now. So
Definitely.
okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, I think we're fine there.
Yeah, no, I mean, even if I said we have a final pick, this, that, and the other, it wouldn't even make a fucking difference because it is all dependent on how Thursday goes and then Wednesday goes anyway.
Yeah.
But obviously, I just try to give you as little info as possible about it. But I did actually say. Now, I don't think this matters. She was asking about Michael on his way out and if she shared anything, and all I said was, Michael told me and only me that you do not.
Monty's
you are not
always
who you say you are.
investigating Molly.
And she was not happy about that at all. Because I actually don't think she knew Michael said that. And she's like, she was very adamant, like, did you tell anyone else? I was like, I didn't tell anyone else. I don't know what Michael said. And then she was like, do you think Michael told anyone else? Have you heard anyone talking about that? And I was like, no. But I was like, but Michael told me that. And she was like, oh my God. And I was like, and then she was like, well, I'm not going to say anything else about that, but we'll talk on October 1st. And I was like, so that means you fucking are lying.
I believe that too. Moving
But I
along,
was just fascinated by that. She was
I wouldn't trust
pretty freaked
Turner
out
too
when I said
heavy
that.
if I was Monty.
Yeah, I'm sure. And my thing is like, right now it probably really doesn't matter.
It really doesn't. She could say she fucking is the owner of NASA. It
Right.
doesn't make a difference.
The owner of NASA.
Yeah.
It really doesn't make any difference because next week is just a matter of who wins that damn HOH and who wins the veto.
Mm-hmm.
So even if she is somebody else and it comes out, I think it's just more mistrust that could be created between her and Taylor.
No, definitely.
And I think that's a benefit, you know what I mean? But
Yeah, like I think you're telling
Oh,
Taylor
wow.
that part that I feel like that is confirmed now by her reaction to how I brought it up.
yeah. Which is great.
Definitely moving
Yeah,
along.
crazy. I mean, I do wonder what the hell she is.
Because you put Turner in power next week, he could do anything.
Yeah, like why?
Even Nicole being like an investigator, who fucking cares?
Yeah, well, I mean, the investigative thing, like,
I guess actually the investigator thing, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay, I can understand that because,
yeah,
and it's funny because after hearing that, I'm like, okay, yeah, that checks out.
yeah, with Nicole, because she's just so intense and she's
Yeah.
like a rule follower.
Turner turned on
Very-
Michael. He stated this morning he wants
about
nothing to do with Kyle, Michael,
staying in
or
line.
Brittany. Yeah, I
doing
mean,
things a certain way, you know. So I guess it makes sense with her.
Yeah,
But
and I was clear with Brittany. I was like, I know I told Brittany the way it started. I was like, I know that you know that I know that you want me out. And she was like, okay, yeah. And I was like, it's fine. I'm not mad at you for wanting me out of the house. I just want you to know that I'm aware. And she was like, yeah, I know you know that I know.
Hi,
that I
Ashley.
want you out. So, I mean, we're on the same page as far as that goes. And then that's really how it all started. But,
Yeah, I mean, I think, like I said, at this point, it's just...
Yes, Turner can play in next week's HOH. And I was
she did
saying
say
to
there was
myself,
a moment in
why
your
wouldn't
conversation
Monty
with her, she was like, I asked
want to
Monty
have a
if there's
chance
way
to
that
play
we can
against
rebuild
3
trust? She
ladies?
said no. It was like,
I mean, I really, like, I just don't know
yeah.
what she's supposed to do, you know? Like,
She did not ask me that, so I was like, okay, good. Because I don't trust you for the fucking life of me.
yeah, like, what am I... Like, it's all just a finesse game with her, you know? Like a manipulation shit. Like, what can I do? This
What is how is Brittany manipulating y'all?
You know,
It's just that everybody is
What is Brittany doing to manipulate y'all? I don't get it.
15 more days in a few hours, like, how much time do you think there is to
Yeah,
build
you
trust
right.
in this game?
And at this point, it really
You're right,
doesn't matter,
Mia.
because if I'm... Well, definitely now it doesn't, because Taylor's
I'm
on the
wondering
block,
what
like,
Taylor's doing.
That's what she was trying to get me to do, was to put you on the block.
I don't
Said you
see
had
her in any of the feeds. Oh, I think they called her to the diary room.
Because, and then she just made it worse by talking in circles about how Michael risked his game, sharing that information about Kyle, and that's why he's gone.
Yeah, that's the worst part.
Like, that's just so false.
This is
You
me
know what I
listening
mean?
to
Like,
Monty
it's not good.
saying the
Yeah,
same thing that he's been
but-
saying for the last 72
And then the fact
hours.
that she threatened me the day before definitely didn't help either, so I'm pretty much through Monty.
Yeah, it's like,
You know what I mean? Like, it's just,
yeah.
it is what it is, but, you know, I'm not gonna treat her like some sort of a second class citizen. It's just I can't talk English or anything.
Oh yeah, big time. That would have been so dope if the 4 hanging out last night was the final 4. This house would be
I know.
so much
The 4
fun,
that were in the
dude.
bed together.
I mean, we can't
Harp on it for sure.
can't harp on it, but it would have been dope, yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause
Brittany winning
at the end of
changed
the
the
day, you
game.
look at what the situation is with Brittany. Like, she earned her
I know,
right to
right,
stay.
Sarah?
It's just not the same vibe, you know what I mean? Especially
Why are they
hearing
still
all this
talking about
stuff
Michael for it?
circulating and, you know, knowing how she's acting.
I know that Turner would make the move to evict
But wasn't meant to be.
Monty if he
Yeah,
has
yeah.
that power.
Wasn't meant to be,
I
but
mean, she totally won
Monty
that
is
comp.
not
Yeah,
thinking.
fair and
fair and
square.
square, dude. And you were right there with her, so like, yeah, it would have been ideal. And then
I look
plus,
bored,
on
Mia,
top
for
side.
sure.
You know, there's myself to blame for a certain portion, so like, it is what it is, man. But no,
I
I
just
think
wanted to fill you in on all the details. I was like, I don't know what could be useful to tell Taylor or not tell Taylor. And at the end of the day, I do want all of us 3 in the end. But I was like,
Does
if
anyone
there's
get
any way
Seth
to
Rogen
make sure
vibes
she
from
does not,
Monty when he
like,
rambles? I never heard that one, but that's an interesting
I
one.
don't know if saying that. Sometimes I just don't know what the fuck's saying in front of people.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm still here, Mia. I'm still gonna be here for a little bit. I'm enjoying I'm bored with the conversation. I'm not bored with the live. I'm enjoying being on the live. Kylan, I was just listening to Kylan being interviewed by Tiffany on the winner's circle, and I'm like, God, I can't stand listening to Kylan talk.
what you said was probably the best thing to
He
say.
does not answer a question for anything.
Super weird between Brittany and I.
Yeah, no, and that's fine. You know what I mean?
But for him, it's not like manipulation purposes like what it is with Monty. He just doesn't know how to answer a question directly and make it make sense for other people.
But I don't know if she knows that I know she knows I know. Right? So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know if Turner is gonna vote.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you so much for these feeds. No problem.
It is what it is, and
I don't know what Brittany's gonna do. But if Turner was smart, he would be campaigning to Brittany to get rid of Alyssa instead of throwing Brittany under the bus.
Yeah, had she asked if I trust her or not, I probably would have been like, no. She's not, so I was like, okay, perfect.
I'm gonna be looking for that, Ashley. I'm gonna be paying attention next time I see
Yeah, big
Seth
time.
Rogen, who I think is hilarious, by the way.
She could have been fine.
She could have been really fine. Like, she could have just been chilling back, I guess after that, you know.
Do you guys
conversation,
realize
the
that
house
since I've been
about,
put
like,
this on since
the
yesterday,
funds to get to
they
about,
talked
you know,
about Britney
conversation.
for almost the whole time I had this
Definitely.
live on,
I
and they're
think
still
that
talking
was
about Britney right
the
now.
second she had right before, and then she talked to you.
Oh, yeah.
So she was probably worked up about like.
Right. So why are they spending all their time talking about the person who's off the block and safe? I don't get it.
Alyssa pulls off an HOH, so she probably thought like, okay, this is my time to do something
Vincenzo.
about it, you know?
Yeah, I mean.
Yes, I can't stand Monty's rambling, man.
Michael, 'cause he would have been out. We didn't know he was gonna fucking be out. We
Yeah.
didn't know he was gonna lose that one veto.
Yeah,
Here we go with
yeah,
Michael
no, you're
again.
Right, dude. You're right. I mean, I think, yeah, because that week of his HOH, as you were safe, it was really just for
The scenario where.
this because he would have been eligible to play this week.
Yeah, exactly.
So he would have had if he were still in the house, right? Because I'm assuming the list.
But he's not in the house, so-
or Brittany, one of them.
Why are you
would have
talking
voted
about
out
him?
that week? He would have been deciding between me, you, Taylor, and whoever the
Yeah.
fourth person was, or
So given that circumstance, that was great.
yeah.
Funny that the one time we tried to delay something with Michael, that's
Yeah.
when he loses a veto.
Yeah.
And then we both shoot ourselves in the foot with that jury vote equally.
I'd rather
Which is
listen to
perfect for
Daniel.
us.
Yeah,
To be
but-
honest with you,
but
Herm
yeah.
Dog, me too.
No, but I think the thing is like, I don't think Michael's gonna take that personally.
I don't know.
From a game level, he has to know that. What sense did it make for us to not use the power,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
and keep like, oh yeah, we'll work together to make it to final three, and then have you wax the floor with us at some point.
Yeah, literally.
You know, like that was a very
Production
fortunate
told them to
event
talk
to have.
about something,
Oh,
even
yeah.
if it's the
Almost
same
like some
thing.
sort of
Divine intervention.
divine intervention, yeah, dude. Like
Taylor
like
is
as if
in
it
the
was
lead.
supposed to happen, you know?
Is the lead
like,
in the
not,
bunch.
not as if like, yeah, because his rope breaking and all that. Granted, it was his fault because he yanked it.
All right, they're talking about Michael. Let's move on. Oh, Taylor's back. Maybe we'll get some somewhat interesting conversation.
I know, like, I don't want to be paranoid either, and I try not to be. I'm like, okay, just relax, because then that's when, like, it's bad. Like, when I was on the block against Terrence, too, I was, like, running around looking in the room, so it was always just Terrence, and I was like, oh. And I'm like, Terrence is in here, like, why am I thinking of this? Like, one day I was taking a shower, and I'm all kind of brushing
Sarah,
my
I
hair,
feel like
brushing
production
my
has
hair,
really
and
been
I'm like,
involved a
oh,
lot in this
relax.
season.
Even if they were doing that, it's not going to change. It's going to happen. If you're up there, like, they're just going to be like, get out of here. Even then.
Or when you can tell the conversation turns to looking at the nutrition label and you're like, oh my god, I know you were not reading this nutrition label for the 8th time. Like,
Yeah.
you were changing the conversation. That's the
Oh
worst.
my god. I actually do read the nutrition labels.
Some people do not.
What were you gonna say though?
I'm thinking that like, yeah, Terrence is playing this bad, but
He was still saying some shit about me that I'm like, that is disappointing because I really didn't
Yeah.
think he lied.
I did not think that he was saying anything about it.
To find out what he thought. Like, what was he doing with me?
But he just
didn't
doesn't do
right at all.
It's weird.
Is she talking about Michael as well?
He must have thought that he had the votes, or where were the votes?
Everybody is talking about Michael in different rooms right now.
He must have thought somehow
That's funny to
he
me.
voted some other way and didn't feel like he needed it because you were closer to Michael. Michael wanted him
But
out.
don't you think he would have at least, like, tried to, I don't
Go
know,
offer
What do you guys think Steven is thinking watching
Treat me
Britney?
like he treated you and just be like, you bitch, like, you're not gonna do this, like,
Yeah.
why was he coming?
Well,
Like,
Steven
I don't
married
know.
her,
It
so
doesn't make sense. You would think he should be most mean.
especially because he.
what can I
was
say?
adamant about- I mean, you know,
And
like
he said a lot of bad things about me behind my back, so it's
Yeah.
not like he liked me, like,
Yeah.
any at all. I just,
Exactly. If you have the disclaimer,
Alright,
just
okay,
let it
yeah.
rock. Just let it
did
play.
the dryer finish?
Is
Line, someone's waiting for laundry.
dryer's still going?
Yeah.
How much time?
14 minutes.
Okay. Then
But is
so
anyone in line for?
No, get in there. I'll do some towels if everyone's finished, but you get in there.
Oh, gotcha.
I think we have one more look at house, but we have more than enough
Yeah.
house to provide
For all of us.
justice. So.
He's
But,
proud of his wife. He must be. I mean, hey,
Yeah, he's
there's
like,
someone out there
wants
for
everybody
everyone.
the same, you know, so
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
the same animosity he had towards Michael, he has
I
towards you.
think he told Twitter or something like, I forget, it was something like, there's one scenario where he would vote for Michael, and that was if he's up against me, but like, there's literally 0 scenarios. Oh, great.
I love that.
It was like he hated Michael, but there was one scenario where he would vote for Michael, and I was if Michael's with me. I was like, great, I was in literally everything with him.
They are so boring, Shy.
Fine changes like the
Taylor and her
That's
chips.
why you
Yeah.
can't- That's why you can't.
I can already see the Lay's commercial coming when she gets out of the house,
Everyone, I don't know.
where there's a bunch of noise going on around her, and she's sitting with some headphones or something, laying on a
that's my friend,
hammock.
they're like, oh, they played a shitty, like, it was
Yeah.
a shitty game, or like, what, who sang what, and
Yeah, and how their experience is colored. Think about how
Who
much
has a
change
job
over
to
the
do,
past
Mia?
X amount of weeks, and things have changed.
We all need a bag of Lay's, Shy.
every time.
And the way they
Taylor makes me
present
want to
that.
eat
The
Lay's.
jury, think about it this way. This is crazy. The
I'm
jury
kind of,
is
man, I would love to see Britney win HOH, just because of how annoying these guys have gotten.
To explain leftovers first versus a Joseph coming in to explain leftovers first.
And
Versus-
did he explain leftovers?
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Or him just be like, oh, I
Or
don't
is he
know.
being
Britney.
bitter? Or is he what? You know, we
And
don't
then-
know.
Followed by Kyle, that gonna do the dirty house, followed by Terrence, followed by Michael, like that is
A bunch
something
of
there.
chaotic mess,
Yeah.
and any of
Me
us
too,
can
Holly.
create any kind of way.
Yeah,
It's
me
just
three.
me,
Me three.
so I
Are
don't
they gonna be better? Are they actually gonna be like, hey, touche, like, you got me? Are they gonna be respectful? What are they doing? We do not know. And that impacts every single one of us too.
Doo-doo-doo. Come on, somebody say something.
Where'd you go?
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I know, I would
She need, I know, right?
People think of any of our games. Oh my lord.
Michael got her all the way to this point.
How to even feel about your own game. Because
Oh, now
your
she's
game
eating
is
sun
defined
chips.
by how other people think about your games. I mean, you don't know
How
they
in the
think about your
world
games.
does
You don't
Taylor
feel like
maintain
they're
that
biased.
figure when she eats like a
Then you
5-year-old?
don't know what you ever didn't know, too.
Don't know what
So
to
you could
do.
think like, oh, I'm doing great. It's like, no, you're actually
Tell
doing
me,
shit.
somebody tell me, because if I go off my diet for a day,
But what you
It
said,
shows
when
immediately.
two people, like, no matter how they got there, they made it to the end. Like, they should
They
both,
deserve to be
they
there.
both
No,
deserve
there's
to
a
be there.
single person, I thought this watching the show, and I think it a million times more being here. I don't think there's a single person,
bike.
even Big D, that gets to the end that doesn't deserve to be there, because you did something right. You did something right.
you heard what she
Also,
said?
People define and they think, oh, good game equals playing this one certain way.
Yeah.
She said even Big D deserves to be there if he made it to the final.
I don't know, I think.
Taylor is always eating.
I think all
And it's
five of
always
us have
junk.
very different roots to how we got here.
God,
Yeah.
And everybody has their own business.
We all got
line.
here.
Yeah.
And this is, oh, I applied to the
She's
website
probably
versus being
tall.
recruited. One is not better than the other. They both resulted in the same exact scenario of being here. Like, for people to be, oh, this one's better than the other. I mean, I know that's
Taylor
the point,
is
right? There's
gorgeous.
certain It's first and second. You have to
Yeah.
evaluate, but I think people get really close-minded and thinking like, oh, here's the
this
way.
is the criteria.
Here's the criteria of a good game. No, the criteria is who can last the longest. And then who lasts the longest, the best. And there's a lot
She
of ways
makes me
to
want to eat
assess
snacks
that.
too.
And you can assess that objectively, and you can assess that emotionally. And
Yeah.
there's no
Taylor
rule on how
Stock
you
and
assess
Michael
that.
will
Yeah, I kind of
surpass them
too,
all.
because when I was super angry about hearing about all this Joseph stuff, I wanted to yell at Joseph. I wanted to leave him a mean goodbye message and all this
She
stuff.
did
And I was
yell
like,
at
this is an
Joseph,
emotional
though.
reaction. You need to take a second. You need to like.
What is
go
she
walk
talking
over there,
about?
you need to figure shit out.
Alyssa's
And I was like,
delusional,
okay.
man.
And then like I sat with it for a second.
This
and I
is
was
just
that's
like
what
when
you
she was
need to
telling
do to get
Taylor
better in the game, because the
nobody
other
ever said
option was
anything
that
mean
he would've
about
died,
her
and
in
I
her
never would've done
presence.
that. So obviously he's gonna push me to go home. Do it the way he did it. I don't respect it, and it didn't work. So sucker.
What
But
is Alyssa talking about?
but I was having an emotional reaction, so taking that with a grain of salt.
So I think that's interesting. You didn't respect the way he did it.
Big
Then he's
D,
still here.
he
I don't
deserves
think you
his
were
second
jury.
place,
Like,
and so does Alyssa.
You
That was
have to-
actually the point that
you go
Brittany
back
was
to
making to
gameplay,
Alyssa just
or you
now.
say,
Like,
hey, that
she was saying,
so
you deserve to be
awful,
here
and
'cause
that's
you're
really
here.
not good, and that doesn't work.
She was trying to tell her, like,
You could
winning.
be either way. Either
Yeah,
both ways,
Brittany is like a
either
people
way.
pleaser.
Yeah.
That's what I
also
realized.
between
She
that.
says what
Okay.
people want to hear,
If somebody really
but everyone can tell that it's not really
But then you're
genuine.
I won't vote for them. Like that is important to me.
Yeah.
And anybody who knows me should know that that is important to me.
Yep.
Like that would be on that person to recognize me as a player, that would matter to me. And if you don't recognize that matters to me, then you
Then
are not a
I
good
think
player. Yeah, you know what I mean?
And I think that a big part of it is the speech. Like if I was so like mad at Joseph and he got to final two and his speech was like, the double agent role was my game. I was great at playing you guys. I was great at playing this side. I came together, it got me here. I would be like, I hear you out. I understand. That's damn good to be.
Or
Don't
even
hear
somebody
shit.
could call out, even if he was like, Alyssa, remember Dire Fest? I know I could have handled it this way, but here's what I was trying to do, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. Then you could have been like, oh, okay. That
Yeah,
makes
definitely
sense.
over
This or that, you know?
for me. And I think that's what Paul didn't do.
Yeah.
And I think he was like, I was friends with all of you guys. No, it's like I manipulated you all. I lied to you, but I got to the end. Like as long as
Yeah,
say
Lay's,
what you did and make your point to your game.
Lay's
And I respect
tweeted
that from
that they want to work
every
with
season of the
Taylor.
show. That's what I respect the most. And I think being here too is like this is what I did to get here. No matter how your route was, but I want to know your thinking and I want to know that you had a thought process.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's a big thing. for
Lay's
me,
like
that way.
retweeted a picture of Taylor.
Which is different, and I
eating-
think that a lot
eating
of
chips.
people in jury can, like, I think once Michael calms down, since he is such a big fan too, he'll be like, okay, well, let's see, like, whenever he sees who's ever in the final two chairs, he will make a educated decision, and I don't think he'll hold a grudge.
It'll be okay.
And I think he'll be able to talk to people, you know, when the jury all gets together on that
They're
Friday
all in
Yeah.
this
I
house
think you'll
talking
have
about
to do
Michael
that
still.
well.
Yes, he will. Yes, he will.
Jeez, I would love to hear his commentary.
Taylor
Michael
Whoever
is the
ends up
only
in
one
final
playing the
two.
He's
game.
gonna want to speak just for the sake of hearing his own voice,
I
and people are
know.
gonna be like,
I have to say, you guys sometimes tune out, like,
Yeah.
all the I tune out all the time. I'm like, oh, just, I can't stand with this.
I sat there. Wow.
They overcoined.
What piece of
They
love?
need
You're a
to. I
rat.
forgot about. I know, right? Moving along. I don't remember the last time I ate a bag of Lay's, but I feel like going out and getting one.
But that is a no. And I think Terrence got to the end. I would probably not vote for him if I knew what I knew. I would be like, your game is what? Like, being shitty?
Yeah, and you wouldn't know that.
No, and like even his HOH was like not even cool, like blindsiding us with the veto, which was totally fine. I was happy after him come down. So why was it a blindside? Why was that any less like the shock factor? I'm like, but why? Like what is the that's just like a stupid thing. Like what is your strategy? That is frustrating.
What blindside is she
Things that I don't
talking about?
understand are frustrating to me. So if everyone had some kind of explanation, that's
Yeah.
different. But I'm like, I don't get his gameplay at all. I thought I did.
Do you think
And I
Alyssa
thought I
will be
saw him
proud
when I
of
was
her
starting to
game?
play when he was HOH. So I'm like, oh, he's starting to play, he's starting to make strategies, he's starting to make coming moves, and then
I don't know. I feel like what she's saying now is just showing that she's insecure about how the fact that she knows that she hasn't done anything.
Because at the beginning, like the first 5 weeks of this game, Kyle had so many DR sessions, and I know that they were and it was so funny because they would be like, oh, like who's your closest person? I'm like, Kyle. They're like, not Jasmine, and I'm like, oh no, like, I don't think so. And then because
You
they,
should be
call me
thanking
Black
Kyle for how
it's
far he
just,
got you in this
fine.
game.
But I'm like,
He saved you
was probably
multiple
a big part of
times.
the
Yes,
show
Taylor does
because
have a
of-
beautiful
yeah,
shape.
I think so.
And him even getting to the final, he didn't do the shit that he did. So if that was
Yeah,
anything,
oh,
he
yeah.
got to the end. He had a pretty good game.
Strong,
He had a
strong.
Not at all, Holly.
Strong game. I
She's
think
not
he
even
would've
interesting.
won this had he not got selfish.
Yeah,
Honestly,
yeah,
had he not got selfish, and we
Yeah,
know
we threw out
selfish
there.
caused a lot of issues,
yes.
but also
But
just
that aside,
even that aside, and he was just
Alyssa
selfish.
is ungrateful. Like she's trashing
Yeah.
Kyle like he didn't carry
He
her.
was the only one who wouldn't put skin in the game for his alliance.
Yeah.
He didn't put him. He put himself on the line
Because everyone else
so
was.
that she could stay in the house.
Why Indy hates me, why Jasmine hates me, why so many people in jury hate me, is like, that was my
You
role
blew
for the
up
alliance.
everything.
I blew up those aspects of my game.
but we did not
because-
have to.
Yeah, well,
It would have
because,
been at your expense, but there were more. I hate.
This is an annoying thing that Brittany keeps saying that I keep getting annoyed with. I sacrificed every aspect of my game for Michael. I didn't do the things that I needed to do for myself in order to get Michael along. Like, Michael didn't need you. Michael could have picked anyone to be his two and still made it as far, maybe even farther than he did with her. Come on now.
Right when he won the veto, I'm not going to use a veto. Don't ask me questions. Just trust me. And we never talked about it again. And I was like, but Indy, but I thought Taylor had a bigger
So
story
what? Taylor
and
has
stuff
a
like
beautiful
that.
shape. Taylor has a great
Dumb.
personality
And I
and
was
has
like,
empathy.
Okay, and I still
Oh,
never
true.
ask questions. I don't know why I'm getting.
You never ask
I'm like,
questions,
well,
and
if
then
you're not
you
doing
ask.
it, then I'm not going home.
Yeah.
yeah.
Then I'm not
But I'm
going
not
to
asking questions. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fine, fine, like,
And you see what happens
And
when
he
people
would
get
never
to
talk
talk
about it,
She's
so
a
he
total
was
package.
released it and said that to
If it
me,
wasn't
and
for
I took
Alyssa,
that.
he probably
And I
exactly.
respect
He
that.
definitely wouldn't be
Because
in
that
jury.
gets
He
me
might
to
even.
the point that
He
I'm
was
like, that I
the
hate
person who was the closest rival for Michael prior to hooking up with Alyssa.
his biggest blunder was not, like, he had an alliance that supported him, but he went against that.
Mia, I'm not saying that Brittany did not fight for Michael. I'm just saying she didn't have a game.
Yeah.
Her game was to attach herself to him.
He did, and he told me that. He was like, I'm sorry, like, I played a selfish game, and, like, it's just, and, yeah, it was hard.
The unfortunate thing for him is he should have then been, if he wasn't gonna be all in with leftovers, he should have been all in on you.
Yeah,
Instead, he
that's
straddled
weird.
this
She's a
line
mean
that
girl.
didn't
Yeah,
work.
and
He was at one
that
point-
annoyed me, Holly. The fact that she denied that she was part of those conversations. Paloma was talking to her. That was her main person.
She's not the best person to calm me down either. It was like, what's going on? And I'm like,
She does that big lean, big eyes. What's going on?
yeah, like what's happening? And I'm like, I'm just so confused. Like he says he doesn't want to, like we need to have distance, and then one night he's there and he's not. So I think he just was really confused and struggling. Plus someone who says he doesn't date a lot, he doesn't date someone in years, and now trying to
Nah,
date
you did more to Kyle than he did to you. That's my feeling.
It was just so wild. So like I'm a little bit
Production did make her leave, moving along.
and just seeing what my friends have seen and my family have seen.
I remember that, Holly. I remember that.
No, you did not know.
She lied right to Taylor's face.
I got really upset the other day too, thinking about, you know, the, what is it, Harry Potter, the Forbidden Library, or what's that special room?
Taylor's better than me for being able to
Okay, well,
navigate
the
with these
Forbidden Library,
people.
Harry Potter, that's what I'm calling it, not the place now. In the Forbidden Library. I just think I was really upset. I was like, this man was out here making me look stupid. Like, I invested so much trust in Joseph, and
Very
he was out
first
here making
day.
me look dumb. Like, I'm very angry about that, you know.
It was Paloma and Alyssa. They were the leaders of that mean girl group.
Yeah.
With someone.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, that just is so crazy that my family, my friends, and everyone that's close to me knows everything.
Is she about to
And-
cry again?
Yeah, that I know nothing. It's really hard. I don't know nothing. I know
But you
a
don't
bit about
know.
you guys, but I don't
We
know.
still don't know. We still don't
And
know.
there's some you guys
What
don't
do we
know.
not know?
Yeah.
We're telling you
Yeah.
what we know. There's so much that we probably don't
And
know.
apparently
We're
he
gonna
told Joseph a lot of personal things which I didn't even know, like about our personal life and stuff like that. And he confided in him a lot more than I ever thought.
Yeah.
So that I was like, I had no idea that they were friends.
Who did he call this the bodybuilding thing, the weightlifting thing too?
He did that?
No, I did not know that.
either.
He
So rules of word.
He told Kyle, and Kyle told me, but I didn't tell people, so someone else was surprised. But he told Kyle knew.
Yeah. We talked a lot about, I mean, I'm not like a fitness girl, but we talked a lot about competitions and stuff like that. That seems so easy to bring up in Tommy. That's why I'm just like,
Just for actually, now that I look at it, we were not that close at all.
Paloma probably was told by production that she was bullied and she couldn't handle it. That one surprised me, Holly.
I wouldn't say anything, 'cause I was just
Alyssa
like,
got her
whatever.
10 seconds of fame. BB Nation will never forget. That's what she's gonna be most remembered for moving along.
Funny that, and I'm sure my family is seeing me be portrayed.
I
You
agree,
guys
Holly,
be
eh?
like, it was Allie, she's a savage.
Yes, no,
She's this
literally.
mean girl who's laughing about.
You are a
taking
mean
stuff,
girl.
and In reality, I'm like crying in there, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. Like, I'm just such an idiot. All this stuff, my friends are.
You hear what she's saying? Things like that let you know that production is telling them what's up with the outside world.
The way through that eventually, whether I liked it or not, just like I didn't like sending Indy home, I didn't like sending Jasmine home, it would have been the plan.
Yeah.
I think what was hard is I never had any direct help.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that live clip. It might even be on my page, Holly. I think it was on my page, too.
So I mean, I think how it worked out.
That Taryn said that production was, yeah.
Joseph being here would
Telling
have
him not to
terrible
vote Joseph
all
out.
our games right now.
And then it cuts to the Be Right Back screen.
HOH at any point in time in this, because literally since they left formed, even
There's just been
now.
consistent.
All right, let's see what the guys are talking about. They're all saying a whole lot of nothing again. Oh, I guess the conversation is actually over. Thanks for the live chat. It's been fun. It's 11. Yeah. You have a great night too, Shy. I'm gonna be here for another 20 minutes or so. About 11:30, I'm gonna cut this off. But I will definitely be back Thursday for sure. Thursday, I'm gonna go live. I wish I had a computer to watch. I know, Mia. Oh, you mean to watch the YouTube? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah. What did you say, Hermdog? Oh, you're leaving? Have a good night. Yeah, I'm cutting out in about 20 minutes. I know I'm not gonna miss anything important. Oh, live feeds and me. Yeah.
I have another friend that had a birthday and probably went to Europe.
Good night, Mia.
Baby's due first week of October, so
I'll miss Thursday's live.
boy, which if you do, congratulations. If you don't,
I might not go live for the entire episode, and also I can't show the episode on my live because it'll probably cut off.
always had huge.
So it'll just be us watching it together.
And now you're not gonna have boobs? Like, who are you?
I'm sure they still.
Talking about a breast reduction.
But to go through surgery and like I wasn't there for that is like really crazy too.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I know, I think about like, oh my god, I got 6 stitches and it's on the inside of my knee. And
You're
that's-
heading out, Shy?
That's how long I've been
Yes.
in this house. Like, I'm gonna be coming back home and showing seeing a scar. Like,
Yeah.
that's how long we've been gone. That's crazy. And it even happened, what week did that even happen? Was that 5? I think 5.
But yeah,
Yeah, okay. So that was 5 weeks in.
stagecoach.
Yeah.
Like, it's
So-
all hotel.
Yeah.
And it was hotel, but it had an actual name.
Yeah.
Dude,
Who are all of you thinking is gonna be going home on eviction night? Let me know. You think the votes are gonna get flipped? You think Taylor's gonna stay? You think Alyssa's gonna stay? Which one?
But Michael had that secret pit on the side. Like, no one's
amazing.
talking.
No one's seeing it, no one's going. I'm glad you got there, but you know, injury.
Yeah, right.
Good night, Holly.
This
It's
season.
interesting that like any of this honestly is worth it, you know?
I mean, shit.
There's scenarios where it very much is, and I think there are a few scenarios, probably very few, but where I might look back and be like,
Was that worth it?
was that worth it? I don't know.
Someone's got something, and to make it to this point in the game, and to walk the path I've walked to get to this point in the game, someone's got to be worth it.
Yeah.
I feel that too. I'm really, really scared.
The money levels for the time.
Yeah, I think it's 5, 7, 5, 10, and
Okay.
second and first.
Okay.
I think.
Really?
Could be wrong.
5, 7. Okay.
And
And 75.
it's,
Five.
Yeah.
we all know number 1.
Yeah,
Okay. So right now we're at
5. Plus.
plus everything else, right? Yeah. Oh wow.
But it's untaxed.
Yes.
It's gonna end up being like 10.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trauma. I'm just need all that therapy.
So you get money for making the final 5? Interesting.
Yeah. It's cool that I got to be here. It's cool that I got to be on my favorite show.
They
but at the
said
same time, I'm
5,
so
10,
scared for what outside life is
75,
going to be. And just the fact that
750K.
2 weeks makes me excited, but also very anxious. Like in here, we're in our bubble. No one can talk to us.
Yeah, because in certain times you're able to, I don't know what you guys, so you kind of miss home at the beginning. Then you get like kind of,
You're in
a
it.
routine. You're
Yeah.
in it. This is
Listen
life.
to
You're
Alyssa
gonna be
talking
in
about the
session,
money that
you're
she's gonna
stressed.
get so
Okay,
far.
I'm here.
She
for
did
a
not
while.
come to
I'm
win.
like,
She
here,
surprised
we're
to
out
be in
there,
the
but I'm
final
not in
5.
your life for a while.
Right.
We can be in this now. And now we're to the point where it's like, shit, if I don't think about like
outside of
It's
this,
gonna be
it's
I
just
think
gonna be there. It's gonna
the
be
rest of
there.
the four felt like they could
And
win
most focused right now.
the
Yeah.
game.
And
Alyssa never felt like she could win the game.
Say that again.
You
She
know,
just wanted the
like,
airtime.
Definitely was screaming, I'm done, I'm done, I'm done. In certain rooms last
I
night.
did. I screamed that too. When I first heard about everything with Kyle before Kyle knew, I've been like hyperventilating, and Kyle was coming in and was like, "What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?" And I felt like I couldn't tell him. I'm like, "This isn't my place to say anything." I'm gonna literally combust, and I was like, "I'm done. I can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore." And I feel like that got on a freaking episode because the librarian asked me about it, and I'm like, "No, that was me at my like weakest moment."
Oh my god. There's no way this season is not.
If I watch back and this is the
What
worst
seasons have we ever, ever watched? And if they put that in an episode, I've never watched a season where somebody's hyperventilating saying, I'm done, I'm done, I'm done. Never.
funny.
Well, they definitely showed Taylor having a panic attack
And then
on the
I was
live
like
feeds.
defeated, but still like having panic attack. And I was like, this sucks. And I was like, I gotta back out. I hate this. No. But I was like,
Yeah, I'm just saying I don't want to do this anymore. That's what it was. I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. Like, just like freaking out. I'm like, make it stop. Like, literally just going.
the thing is, I'm sure that happens every season. Just don't watch it. I don't know.
So much has happened this season, from like injuries to alliances to
Fights.
yeah, to blindside.
Fights.
Betrayal.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess the early part of the season, because nothing has happened in the last
That's
couple
just
of weeks.
confusing to me. It's like,
Don't ask me about him because
I'm not asking you. I'm literally big old question mark. And he's gonna beat her up finale night with his fucking chest out looking good, and I'll be like, I'm looking respectfully, but I'm mad at you. Respectfully looking.
So she's still thinking about Joseph, y'all. You were right.
Yeah, this has been crazy.
I think I just realized that I, as a person, am too idealistic.
You all try to speak on that.
Alyssa's
I
like, what
guess
does
so.
idealistic
Like,
mean?
I just think that more people are that way, and they're not.
Do you think Daniel's still watching the season?
Of course, Daniel's probably watching y'all right
He
now,
isn't, but he is.
talking crazy.
Yeah.
I'm switching my laundry.
I think he's probably watching the season, but not the feeds. If he was watching feeds, he'd be like, damn, these people hate me.
Someone say something to me?
She's coming down to switch your laundry.
Oh.
I'm on my way to
Wait, is there something in the wet one or the dry one?
the dry, both. The dry one is towels.
Mm.
You just have to bring them inside. Hey, don't Why is it everything? This is not your bag.
I want to see what they're saying to each other. This might be a little interesting.
Yeah.
Everybody's on the same page. The page keeping me.
Okay, Taylor.
He's talking.
But still,
I know that, but
I know I don't have to, but it's important that I do.
you did it for me.
You know, when it gets hard and scary, I'll always make the. Even when it gets hard and scary, I'll always make the decision to protect us.
There's a lot.
So Brittany's assuring her that she's gonna vote Alyssa out.
More I win it than we were both good. And I feel like we were the most solid pair out of any pairing in this house. Do you feel that way too? Because I feel that way.
I feel like Taylor's playing the game a little bit
Seriously,
Yeah.
that's our strong suit right now.
Oh,
That's 9 episodes. Thursday, Sunday, Wednesday.
Like, shit.
Well, right, it's 2 weeks. That's how it works, right?
Yeah, but I guess I just, does that mean
What do
you
you
get
think
in like
about
30 of them? That's crazy.
No. Yeah, Thursday, Sunday.
I'm
Wednesday,
sorry, y'all. I must have been falling asleep. I didn't even realize there's so much conversation here.
And then, yeah,
Hopefully Alyssa, but at this point it might be Taylor.
unless, you know.
Alyssa,
holiday,
hopefully.
but,
Monte is a weirdo for putting up Taylor. I don't think Alyssa could get Brittany's vote. However, Turner could try to sway the vote to keep her. I knew they get money to play and be in the jury. I didn't know that, Mia.
I could win against her.
I'll stay on for a bit longer. Holly, I was getting ready to go, but then
Who can win things that are with me.
now this is kind of interesting.
It's just funny that her pitch is actually the exact
It's like an
opposite
hourly
of what
wage if they are working at their
Mia is
homes.
saying right now. You've been
I'm sure
there
many
for
come on
over
to launch a
hour.
career. Jasmine and that injury. I mean, she can't get Brittany's vote. I'm sleepy too, Ashley. I didn't realize you guys had so much commentary in here. I wasn't even reading it.
And you would pick me, right? If it came to two of us. I know that, but I need to hear it. Okay. I know you would.
I can't wait to see the jury house and Michael strolls in right after Terrence. Me too, that's gonna be exciting. Hey, this is my first time. It is, Danit?
I mean,
Maybe I'm just so used to your comments that I thought you were on here before.
I appreciate that.
Brittany's a wild
I know
card.
that's always been the plan, but just
Should I know?
Hey, that girl won, Lauren D, and Danny Speaks. I didn't even know y'all were in here.
just was very.
Brittany has been all over the place. She's so young and she doesn't know which way is up. Hi chat, hit that like.
Which is what win.
Brittany, no, you're delusional. Turner tried already. Okay, I'm all caught up.
Not we like each other.
Have a good night, Mia.
Yeah. What's your last name, Brittany, Joe?
Should we go something? Is it too late? Next week? Okay.
I think that would be fun. That would be fucking funny. Or like,
They do like the, wait, let me read this.
Right.
Wait, how? Oh, you know, but.
oh my god, why were you side? Oh, weird.
Oh my god.
I don't know, I'm really good at not looking directly at cameras. Whatever, I'm here, this one specifically.
Oh,
Brittany
I just
has to
write it
keep
in
Taylor. I need to
there.
rewind the live and watch from the beginning, but I hit the like on my way in. Thank you so much.
What helicopter? Yeah.
Yeah, I got a few more minutes. But I will be back.
Hold for the plane.
Possibly tomorrow, but definitely Thursday for sure.
Okay.
Thursday I might get on maybe mid episode or so. Yeah, I got a couple more minutes and I'm gonna be off too. Have a good night, moving along.
Airtight. Airtight. Yeah, do it.
I was so tired yesterday. Today, I mean.
But
I'm still tired. What am I saying?
Michael Vito. Who was his other?
I'm late to the party. Dang. Hey, Van Hoot. Tony was planning to tell Alyssa that he's
I
bored
don't know how
about
much of that Henry knows, but.
Oh, who said that? Excuse me.
8:19 tonight, it's still young.
I feel like I should cook.
Oh, Alyssa came back. Thanks for coming back, Alyssa. Now you give me a good reason to go to bed.
Love
So
that.
nice, I know, I'm like, I should
Monty
cook
still
for
put
my
Taylor
baby.
up, Van Hoot.
Doing the dishes, he's like, thank you, dude. It's nice.
I think everyone that's left,
Yeah.
that's really nice. Like,
Yeah.
I'm good at just washing and cleaning in the dishwasher.
yeah, today I
She's
feel
on
like
the
I was
block.
proud.
She's on the
Yeah,
block.
Like I had to clean the kitchen a little bit, then I was like, oh, well, I did all the
Yeah,
all the towels. But oh, okay. And
My
then
girl
she's like,
Lauren.
oh, okay.
Let's hope so.
Huge breakfast.
Yeah.
Thank you. And then he organized that one day. I was like, wow, that's a lot. That's really nice.
Holly, you're just like me. I be saying I'm going, and I'm still here.
Oh my god.
You know.
They're lucky they'll all get away with that move this year, but it's sketchy.
Oh, she cleaned it out that one time in this whole like production, and I'm like,
Fully
oh.
dressed up and is like standing there in her outfit. I was like, what?
I really hope they use my PR for that one. Me too.
I know you
Gold
love that
star. Gold star.
Can you scroll into your TV?
There's so many like things that could die in this day.
What kind of more funny am I? I'm too nice. Like sometimes I try to egg it on and I'm like, I can't.
No.
To my wish.
I don't think I think I'm just like exactly how I am here.
Yeah.
I think he's some problem with straight things like that.
It's funny though.
It's like these rules, you know, stuff like
You
that.
say things all the time and I'm like, okay, I know exactly what you're against it. Like you're
Really?
But you're
All right,
like,
y'all.
hilarious.
I am about to turn this live off,
I knew why.
Hopefully.
but it's been great hanging with y'all again,
I wish it was.
and hopefully we can do this again soon. I'm thinking
Sit down, do we chef up food, do we chill for a little
We need
longer?
to eat something.
I might jump on here a little earlier tomorrow, but if not, I'll definitely be back on Thursday. In between then, I will for sure be making posts of whatever I can catch on the live
I
feeds.
like brown rice, but white rice is superior to me. Unfortunately.
Chipotle white rice.
It is superior, but I like both. Like,
I would have stayed on a little longer, but Alyssa sealed the deal for me being tired. See you later, Lauren.
It's like bread, it's white bread.
He's like, ugh, spit it out.
See you, Holly.
I always eat bread over white bread, but
That girl, who does Monty get out talked by?
I'll eat the brown rice. I know it's bad.
So we have
Brittany.
rice then.
Like Brittany and Monty. I said this yesterday. If Brittany and Monty were in a final two,
I don't know what else we have.
oh boy, I would just be done with the live feeds until 25, until season 25.
They put a lot of vegetables in there. Like a nice veggie. Yeah, carrot, onion. We'll make tofu on the side.
Yeah. Real crispy.
Yeah. Okay. Good night, all.
Yeah, fry some chicken. That'll be easy.
Chicken, not chicken wings.
No.
Okay. Chicken, actual chicken? I know, I mean, someone's done one.
Oh yeah, no, one of my best friends just like